What up, what up, what up? How we doing? Back after what, like I think a full week? Powder bot. Nope. Ooh, that might, no, it's assault rifle. Never mind.
This land finally belongs.
Gabiz Soldier. Is that you, Scap?
Isn't that crazy?
You said happy birthday. That makes me think that's Scapolini. Did you change your name? Hey Foxy, hope you're doing good. What is the plan? Steven, what's going on? Rose from the dead. Fox. Yeah, what's up, Blunts? Oh, let me get my chat window up here so I can actually see the chat without looking way over to the right. All right, so Steven, Prime, Blunts. Hey, everybody, how's it going? Rose from the dead. Yeah, dude, I've just been out for a week because I had just so much going on over this last week. So I think if I recall, I think Sunday was Mother's Day, so I didn't stream that day. Hung out with the wife. Then Tuesday, which is another, or no, Monday. I don't remember. I think it was Monday was the 12th. Anyways, but my 19-year wedding anniversary landed on a stream day, and so I was like, you know, if I want to see 20 years, I probably should not stream. So hung out with the wife. Ooh. I wasn't even gonna fight y'all, but hey, you know, if you want to die. So today I'm back at it after what, like, I think a full week now. Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah, man, 19 years, dude. Can you believe that? 19 years. Next year it'll be 2 decades. It's crazy how quickly time flies, man. Emmy, thank you for sharing the live. Bunch of dudes down here. Let's see if we can wreck some stuff. Oh man, there's dudes everywhere. Okay, all right, here we go. Yeah, so I got this new cache build I've just kind of been playing around with. It's kind of a variation of the one that I've been running, but I wanted to see how it worked, how well it would work. God, everyone's spawning these stupid rifts, or not rifts. What are those things? Singularities. So yeah, so this is just like a variation of this like Blaze of Fortune cache that I've been running. 25 for you. Nice, Steven. Congrats, man. We'll get there. We're on our way. But yeah, so anyways, this build, it's like a variation of the Blaze of Fortune cache build I've been running. Still similar kind of specs as far as skill tree stuff goes, except for what's different this time is I invested quite a bit more into the green tree just to see how that would work. It's kind of doing the whole like jinxing enemies, and then when they're jinxed, they take more damage, and then I have a bunch of lifesteal. I'm also using a Guardian Angel shield now that when damaging enemies gives me something like maybe up to 10% movement speed, but it also has amp on it. So if you watch my, I don't know, you can't see it a ton with my overshield, but you can kind of see the line going down. So what's happening is almost like every other shot, because the Guardian Angel replenishes or like recovers so quickly, is buffing my shots by like 100%. So it's working. It's been working well. And because of all the lifesteal in the build, I can like watch when I get in here. Just watch when I get in here. I literally can stand in front of all 3 of these bosses. I'll just stand there and just shoot them, and they literally can't kill me. I have so much lifesteal. Just by 26, 7-year single. Oh, Prime. Congrats. Christy Vaughn, what's going on? Welcome. What up? Yeah, I'm just back at it after a week. Just had a lot going on this past week, so first day back. I think the last stream I had was last Saturday. Ran some Borderlands 2 last Saturday. I figured I'm gonna do Borderlands 4 today. I just kind of wanted to experiment with some stuff. I've got this like new variation of this build I've been working on for a while, and I've been having fun with it. Now, what I wanted to show y'all is like, watch what happens when we get to the end of this. Like, it does some pretty good damage. You can see I can like almost one-shot everyone. And then watch when we get to the bosses. It's not quite as strong as the other variation of this build that I have, the Blaze of Fortune Cache, but it is quite strong. But what I really enjoy about it is I'm just so tanky because of all the lifesteal in it. Watch when we get to the bosses. I'll literally just stand right in front of them, and they can't kill me. I mean, it's kind of stupid. All right, come on, y'all. Let's do this. Let's just mow through these dudes here real quick so we can get the boss to come out. Where are they at? There's one. There's one. There's one. There we go. All right. Here we go. All right, watch. I'm gonna run over here, and I'm just gonna stand right in front of them. Like legit stand right here. Ready? I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna stand here. One's dead. Two's dead. Three's dead. Okay, you know what? I said it wasn't as powerful as my other build. That just proved me wrong. I've never killed them that fast. And I'm using a high caliber, so of course if I have two people lined up... Oh, that was a hell of a ricochet. Okay, yo, I don't know what is going on. I don't know what totems I rolled right now, but I have the god roll in totems because this is just melting the heck out of everyone. Do you see this? Oh my god. Yo, okay, what? What? Oh, okay, that's why. That's what's going on. I have plus 771 gun damage, so I must have a couple badass totems, or maybe 2 or 3 badass angry totems, and they're all stacking damage. So I have 100 plus 106% skill damage, plus 771% gun damage. So that's what it is. Okay, yeah, I see it. 166, 167. Right there, there's a badass angry. You know what? It might be broken. It might be broken. Y'all, look at how fast he's stacking. Look at this. I'm at 207, 210, 215 stacks. Okay, no, it doesn't look like it's broken. There it goes. It's gone now. Okay. It was just stacking so fast. Now I should be back down into normal gun range. Let's see. Yeah, 70%. Yo, that was crazy. Prime, you got 237 in skill damage? Jeez. Okay, well that was just nasty. I've never seen a badass angry stack so many, like stack that fast. It usually doesn't go that fast. I'm not complaining. 700% gun damage helped me just completely wreck those dudes. Hopefully it doesn't go that high this time, so I can show you that I can just stand there forever and they can't kill me. Like as long as I'm damaging them. Where'd you go? Uh-oh. That dude's bomb will knock me. Let's see. Where they at? Got you. Got you. Got you. You. Oh, nope. Got you that time. Got you that time. Big dude. You did. Alright, should be getting to the boss here real quick. Oh, there's some bombs. Alright, here we go. Come on, boss, any second now. There we go. Alright, now watch. Hopefully I don't wreck them quite so fast. Because I want to show you, I can just literally stand here. Like, look at that. Like, they can't hurt me. Oh, I say that, but now somebody must have dropped a bomb at my feet. But I'm back to full health. Where you at? Where you at? There you are. Where's the other one? Where's the other guy? Oh, there he is. There you are. Oh, there's another bomb at my feet. See those? If they throw those bombs at my feet, that's when it wrecks me. But then it's like, see, throwing bombs like crazy. Get back to 100% health like instantly. Out of ammo. Oh, that's the other issue I keep running into. Run out of ammo. The tough totem allows you to proc ground breaker with bullet damage. Also, you're doing viewer lobby today. Today I'm not. No, it's not. So just so that it's clear, the viewer games are on the weekends, but it's not every weekend. It's like kind of based on what my plan is for the day. But because today I'm really wanting to focus on one, this variation of this build that I'm working on, and two, farming a. Let's see. I'm also working on an ordnance cache, which I'm not sure is ever going to be strong, but I'm trying to find a specific firmware gadget ahoy on a class mod. So I'm going to kind of look through these, and if I got other people in here with me, I feel more rushed. So I can't really take my time. But today I'm just going to kind of test this build, look for this stuff. How much damage dealt do you have? Damage dealt? Probably like 30%. Yeah, damage dealt is just 30% from a specialization. The best defense. That gives me 30% damage dealt. Sometimes, you know, you can roll it on a class mod and stuff, but this is like the best class mod I have found in the entire game for cache, period. Like, I know a lot of people like the Wind Rider and stuff, and it's good. I have one. But this crack shot is just so goated. Ordnance cache is pretty good. Is it? Yeah, I mean, I at least yours is. Nice. What like skill tree are you most invested in for that? And what firmware are you running? Let's see, Scap, what bug? I missed it. You said LMAO, once they fix that bug, I wonder what's even good. Which oh, you talking about the was that comment from the badass angry totem stacking like crazy? Let's see, Phantom, are you still playing with Amon? Can't stay long, but I figured I would pop by for a few. Scottish, oh, appreciate it, man. Sniper, thank you for following. Ice, thank you for following. Reese, thank you for following. What gun? Oh, so the Hellwalker is like the primary gun that I'm using. And then I'll switch to like one of these if I run out of ammo, because with this build with War Wagon, where you can just continuously shoot, you can burn through ammo pretty quick. How donuts can you stack on it? Stud in the wall. Thank you for following. Troy, I'm not sure. Can you rephrase the question? I'm not sure what you mean. How donuts can you stack on it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe was there an autocorrect that happened there? Phantom, did you change anything on your YouTube channel cache character? Phantom, I'm testing a variation of that build right now. This one, just, I'm gonna put it out there, doesn't do quite as much damage, like gun damage. But it has the potential to do big damage, but consistently it won't do quite as much. I guess the easiest way to say it is it's probably unlikely that it will have quite as much like damage per second, like DPS, as the build on the YouTube in the YouTube video. But I'm trying a variation of it that I think could do potential big damage, but it also is just way more tanky. So, I mean, like I was just showing, I can stand in front of bosses and shoot them. And as long as I don't get a grenade, like one of those bombs, the dudes that run at you with the grenades or bombs or whatever. As long as one of those dudes don't run up on me, or someone throws a grenade at my feet, I can just stand there and shoot them, and they can't hurt me because I have so much lifesteal in the skill, which also then plays into additional gun damage the more overshield I have and things like that. So I'm testing it out to see how it works. So far, I've been happy with it, but I have noticed it doesn't quite result in as much like overall damage output, but because of the lifesteal, it is still fun. So I'm trying it. How many donuts? Troy, I have no idea what you're trying to ask. Are you using Phantom? Are you using a super soldier shield? Oh, no. So that is different from what I put in the video. And based on one of the comments that I got in the video that was saying, in the video, I was actually using a Watts for dinner. And my theory was the shock damage that you get from the Overshield Eater attribute would go into the like the base pool of elemental damage that would then get converted into buffed kinetic damage. But come to find out, even though it doesn't say it in the card details here, this shock elemental damage that this Watts for Dinner deals is considered bonus elemental damage, and bonus elemental damage does not get converted and buffed from the Nothing Beats Lead skill. So as you can see, they actually updated this card in a recent update to make it clear that only non-bonus elemental damage is what gets converted into the buffed kinetic damage. So because of that, I have stopped using the Watts for Dinner, and I have switched to the Guardian Angel shield with at least a double amp on it. And this one I'm using because it gives me, as I'm damaging enemies, there's a 5% chance to increase movement speed by 10%. So it gives me a little bit more movement speed when I'm damaging enemies, because otherwise I'm like basically default speed, and it's terrible. But so this one recovers extremely fast, like almost a half a second, and it recovers back up to full shield. And when that happens, my gunshots are buffed by 100% from amp. And then so it drains 28% of the shield. Less than like almost a half a second later, it's back up, and then it drains. And then a half second later, it's back up and it drains. So I get a lot of gunshots with this shield that are buffed by 100%. So I've switched to this. Who drops the Guardian Angel? That is RJ. So if you want to farm the Guardian Angel, it is RJ. He's in Dominion. So if you go into Upper Dominion, and then on the right here, that's RJ right there. Go farm RJ. Try Timekeeper Shield and the Wilds. Trust me, it is amazing. What is the Wilds? And what's the shield that the Timekeeper drops? I think it was Red Tree and Blue Tree. 3 out of 3 Skillcraft. 2 out of 3 High Cal. Oh, interesting. So yeah, Christy Vaughn. So you're running an Ordnance cache build, but you're not even using like Ordnance related firmware. You're using Skillcraft and High Cal. Interesting. The Wild skill. Oh, you already said it. The Wild skill is 30% of damage dealt into random elements, and with the Timekeeper Shield, you will never die. And Fortune Favor gets a buff too, but does not say on the card. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure what the Timekeeper Shield is. I'll have to look that up. But let's see. Wilds. The Wilds. So the Wilds, is that a cache skill? What tree is that in? You said Hey Zaksan. I don't even know how to say that. What's up? What's up? The Wilds. Is that in one of these skill trees? It just doesn't sound familiar. Under Fortune Favor. I don't know what that is either. Fortune Favor. Timekeeper Shield is the shield for... Oh, it's actually called Timekeeper Shield. See if I can find this one you're talking about. Green. Oh, okay. Green bottom. Oh, the Wilds. Okay. Oh, yeah. I do remember seeing this where you can deal while Windfall is active, you can deal Cash and his companions can deal random bonus elemental damage. Okay. And you said with the Wilds, 30% of damage dealt into random elements, and with the Timekeeper Shield. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. But yeah, I've really been digging this shield just because of how quickly it recovers. And then I also put a 1 point into this Blue Tree skill here, which helps with the recharge rate and recharge delay as well. Just to get a little bit more, and it recovers so fast. So like if you watch when I shoot, watch my shield. As soon as I shoot, like this shot is going to be buffed by 100% because of amp on the shield. So watch, it's gonna drain 28% of my shield, but then less than like almost at like basically a half a second later, it'll be back up to full. You see how quickly that recovered? Bam, back to full. Bam, back to full. Bam, back to full. So every single one of these shots that I'm doing are all 100%. But with War Wagon, I can shoot like consistently as long as I'm dealing kinetic damage. So not every shot is going to be buffed by 100%, but because it recovers so fast, it's almost like every second or third shot is buffed by 100%. Which is a lot of additional damage. You playing Borderlands 2 again? Wolf played. Probably throughout the week or maybe next weekend. I haven't been able to stream since like basically last week, and I haven't even been able to play a whole ton, and so I just had this idea about an alternate, like a variation of a cache build that I wanted to try based on the one that I have been running, and that's what I'm using now. So I just wanted to give it a try, and I figured I'd stream it too and see what y'all think, and depending on how things go, like. I can pull up the skill tree and we can kind of toy with things, get creative. The one thing that I have found, and I was talking with Scapolini about this in my Discord, that if you're trying to go for a gun build for cash and you're not invested in the red tree, you're not gonna be strong, basically. Like it's kind of unfortunate, but there's just no way you're gonna have a good gun build without investing in the red tree. Like I have yet to find a way to do it. I really wanted to try and do it. I was trying earlier today. Oh gosh, what the heck happened? He giving me the finger. So I was trying earlier today and failing miserably, just over and over and over again, trying to find a good build. A good strong gun build and without any points in the red tree, and every single time I failed miserably. It was just terrible. And the primary reason is because you don't have War Wagon, where if you watch, I'm not reloading when I shoot, right? So as long as I'm landing my shots and I'm dealing kinetic damage like this, I can just shoot forever without reloading. I can just shoot. And if you don't have War Wagon, like I have to reload in between every shot, and it just destroys your damage per second, your DPS. So it's terrible. These other dudes go. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm out of ammo, come on. So even though I've been trying to get into more of like the green, and I really wanted to invest in the blue tree because there are a lot of cool things in the blue tree that I thought could be really strong for a gun build. But because to get to the skills that I wanted to get to in that tree, I didn't have enough to invest in the red tree to get to War Wagon. And as a result, I'm constantly having to reload my guns, and it's just the damage per second, the DPS just drops tremendously. So you're just not nearly as strong as when you have War Wagon. Like, War Wagon is just the busted skill. Not having to reload. So what's my grenade? Oh.
This won't kill the point.
Your green tree. Prime, your green. Blue gun build is strongest. Addy, nah, no way. There's no way that I would ever believe that the blue gun build is the strongest. There's no way. I've tried. So unless you know some black magic that I don't, there's no way that a blue gun tree for cash, a blue gun build for cash would ever beat red. There's just no way. Your damage per second would plummet compared to a red tree, just simply with War Wagon. Oh no, links. Wait, links for what? blue gun. Prime, you're a green tree. Are you? Do you have any points in red, or are you all green tree? And is it a gun build? Just farmed one, and my build is crazy now. Prime, are you talking about the Timekeeper shield, or are you talking about the Guardian? Oh, give me that firmware I'm looking for. Give me firmware on anything. I have a Mobalytics guide with build that has 0 points in red, and I can get 55-second kill Bloom Reaper with it. Video, and I'll believe it. Without stickies, too, by the way. If you're using stickies, that doesn't count. That's not a gun build. That's a splash build. I'm talking just straight raw guns. No Tord. So show me that video without Tord stickies, all blue tree, and I'll believe it. I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? God, these dudes keep running those bombs at my feet. This big dude's gonna show up right when the bosses do. Come on. I'm gonna go burn through all my ammo. I gotta get some ammo. Give me the ammo. See, here he comes. I hear him. Where is he? Ah, see. These dudes, man. Get off of me with your bombs. Missed. This is Borderlands 4. Let's see, let me go back. Eddie, anti-up. Vigorish. What are those skills? Anti-up sounds like a skill. I'll have to go look. Is anti-up, is that the one that does like double damage or something? I can't remember. Oops. The heck did I just do? Why did it do that? I did not mean to do that. I guess I clicked on it. Oh no, that's double down. Which one is? Guardian, not even with amp. Sniper build, red tree till 4 in lawless, so only Huckleberry, Shootist, Devils, Tines. Stand and bleed, no gloom or anything. The rest in green. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I only, you may not have 23 into the red tree, and it's basically just so that I can get War Wagon, because I've just found without it, it's just terrible. And so watch this. So when you're using an elemental weapon like I am, like the Hellwalker, it's my favorite weapon in the game, so I'm always using it. And it does way more DPS with War Wagon because I don't have to reload in between every shot. But watch this. So you have to have nothing beats lead. You have to have at least 1 point into nothing beats lead. in order to proc War Wagon, because this is based on kinetic damage, the Hellwalker is an elemental weapon and it does incendiary elemental damage. So not kinetic damage. So without taking that elemental damage and converting it into kinetic damage, which is what Nothing Beats Lead does, it also buffs it as well by 45% with the 3 points that I have into it from my class mod. But without it, watch what happens. I'll have to go start all over again here, but without this crack shot, which gives me 3 points in a Nothing Beats Lead, like for example, if I go with my Wind Rider here, for example, this does not have it. So now every shot I do on enemies, I'm gonna have to reload because I'm dealing elemental damage and not kinetic damage. Anti-up is the bottom middle blue and Vigorish is bottom left blue. Okay, let me see. Bottom left blue. Oh yeah, Vigorish. Whenever Cash deals damage with an action skill, his guns deal bonus elemental damage. Or Fortune stacks Cash has, the greater the bonus. Yep. And then Vigorish. Oh wait, you said it was middle blue. It's anti-up. Oh. Increase gun damage, skill damage, more fortune, or the more full his gun's mag is, the more fortune stacks he has, the greater the bonus. Yeah, and so when I was respecking earlier, I tried this one, but I think it only goes up to like 20% or 30% or something. It's not that high. Like it's not that significant. And that's based on like if you have your max fortune stacks, then you're getting that full like 30% gun damage buff. Unless I'm misunderstanding it, because when I read where it says like up to a number, and then in the description it says the more full his gun's mag is and the more fortune stacks he has, the greater the bonus. But when it says up to a number, that means that's the max bonus gun damage and skill damage you're going to get out of this. And you're not going to get all of that unless you have like a full mag and you have your max fortune stacks, whatever that might be. So otherwise you're not dealing the full bonus. That's the way I understand it. And when I was testing it earlier, that's what it seemed to be doing. Anti-up is glitch with Hot Slugger. Why? Anti-up with the Hot Slugger does 600% gun damage. What? I don't believe that. Yeah, I mean, well, the Hellwalker is the same way. The Baylor can be the same way. A lot of guns have a clip size of 1. And I was using a Hellwalker. I was not seeing 600% gun damage. And in fact, I will go respec right now. I'll go respec right now and go Blue Tree and get Anti-up and this Vigorish. And I'll show y'all I'm not seeing the damage y'all are talking about. Because I want to see if maybe I put something in the wrong way. Let's do it. Because of the formula of Anti-up with really low mag weapon like the Hot Slugger. No, you're not going to get 300% gun damage. There's no way. I don't believe it. I tried it. There's no way. I was using a Hellwalker, which is a clip size of 1. Let's go do it. Let's go put it to the test because I don't believe it. I already tried this. I already did it. I did this. Unless they fixed it. Well, maybe they fixed it, and maybe that's why I wasn't seeing it. Because I literally just this week, possibly even earlier today or yesterday, I don't remember which day. I literally went and I was like all Blue Tree because I'm looking at a lot of the specs in the Blue Tree, and I was like, this could be really strong. And I'm gonna respec exactly how I was before. Because I want to show y'all what, in my head, the theory I was thinking here. And this is actually windfall avoidance and increasing the total fortune stacks you have and then buffing fortune skills and things like that. So I'll show you but what I want to do here real quick is take a screenshot of these because I may want to come back to where I left off here. Full window, grab this. Grab this. this. Okay. I have them saved. Let's respec. I would love to be proven wrong here, because if I can get plus 300 or even 600 or whatever crazy damage numbers you're talking about, I would run it all day long. That would be fantastic. But I tried and it didn't work for me. So yeah, if I'm doing something wrong, y'all tell me. But let me, I'm gonna first, before I look at any more chat to see what y'all are saying to invest points in, I'm gonna spec in the way that I had spec'd it. Like I said, either earlier today or the day before, and then we can go from there and y'all can tell me if I mess something up. Let's see. I think I went into this pretty heavily for reload speed, because I knew I wasn't going to have War Wagon. So I was like, well, if I'm not going to have War Wagon, I want the fastest reload speed I can get. Plus Fortune. Oh, wait, no, you know what? I did not go into this. I did not, because this build that I was doing was Windfall Avoidance, and this makes it more of a chance for Windfall. So I did not go into that. I went into this. That's what I went into. And then I think it was this one as well. More elemental damage. Oh, you know what? I didn't want that, because I don't even think I was using any augments, because I'm like putting like basically all my points here. So I couldn't even really use any augments from green. Let me see. Throwing a... Nope, it's not this one. Nope. I think I went like this. And then the very first thing I did was Fortune skills gain increased bonuses. So this is kind of like Rafa's like Saltado skill, where it buffs his overdrive bonuses. This is the same thing, right? So it gets up to 40%. So this will buff anything that says Fortune skill by another 40%. For example, this is a Fortune skill. This is a Fortune skill. So right here, so if I go like this, now I have 3.5% per Fortune stack gun damage. So if I have all 20 Fortune stacks, which the way I will spec this, I'll be able to get up to 20 stacks. That's, I don't know, upwards of 100% gun damage. But then I have this, which gives me another 40% on top of that. So that's the first thing I was doing. Then I did, yes, I only want to consume half the stacks, and I want to act as if I have a minimum number, and then I went all 5 here. First thing, because I want to avoid Windfall to keep my 20 stacks to buff my gun damage based on this. And then y'all are saying this is going to give me ridiculous damage. So I'm going to go all in on this. So like when I read this is where right here I was like, this seems super weak, because it says up to 15%, which means you're not getting even up to 15% unless you have your max Fortune stacks and you have a really low mag size. But I will say that maybe there's something I don't understand about the formula, so let's try it. Gains increased gun damage the more action skill cooldown he has. More for stats, the greater the bonus. Let me give this 1 for potential overshield. Here, vigorish. And then gains reload speed, lowers mag size. Okay, so I'm going to use a mag size of 1, so this should give me a really fast reload speed. Plus with the other reload speed I had. Pretty's actually going to give me fire rate and reload speed. Okay, I think that's probably good here. Let me see if there was anything else. Action skill cooldown, no. Skill damage. Fire rate, no. Critical hit damage would be good. Gains a stack of fortune. He restores action skill duration. Ooh. Oh, no, this is the one I want, because this is going to help me recharge my shield faster, which is going to buff my gunshots by 100% with amp on the shield. So let's do a few there. And let's just go and put these 4 here. Critical hit damage. All right. So it was something like this that I was doing. All right, now I'm going to look at the chat. Let me see what's going on in the chat. T. Rochi, thank you for following. You need to use the cooler and the cowboy augments in the blue tree. Oh, wait. Whenever Cash triggers Windfall, while his action skill is cooling down automatically recharge it. You see that the thing is though, is I can't ever see myself using this skill because I would hate to be taken away from my guns. Like the whole purpose of me trying to build a strong gun build is so I can use my gun. But if I use this skill and I activate my action skill, now I'm throwing cards. I don't want to throw cards. I want to shoot my gun. You see, and I also don't really, I don't want to create builds around glitches because as soon as they fix it, it destroys the build and it's useless. So I would rather find strong builds that are just going to always work. So if there's like augments here that are going to be like strong because they're glitched, I would rather avoid it. If you don't use cards, it doesn't work the 600%. Well, then maybe that's why I wasn't seeing the 600%. But which also you're telling me is a glitch, so I would honestly rather just not do it because like I said, I've never been really interested in trying to build around glitches because once they fix it, the build is pointless. That being said, I want to go try this. I want to see what happens. Just read the legendary perk on the hot slugger, and then you will see why it is the gun, why it's working with the hell. Oh, well, yeah, the legendary perk, I already know the legendary perk on the hot slugger. It's on kill. It buffs, like, it stacks something like 3 times, and on kill it buffs at a certain percentage the next shot for a certain amount of time or something like that. But the hot slugger doesn't do elemental damage, so investing, if I'm using the hot slugger, and let's see, does this skill give you... Okay, so this would apply. Whenever Cash deals damage with an action skill, his guns deal bonus elemental damage of that type. Okay. So it's not like buffing the existing elemental damage for your gun. It's giving you extra. You have a 2 mag with, yeah, I mean, but it's still low. See, now I gotta reload every shot too. See, that reload just completely destroys the damage. There is a trick where if you press R, like I'm on keyboard and mouse, so if you press the reload button and as soon as you click fire, it'll trigger the reload faster without it. So like if you watch, I'm just gonna click and fire, and then I'll do the reload trick. Watch this. So this is just normal. So you can see how fast that was. Now watch when I do the reload trick when I press reload after firing. You see how much faster that is? Just having to do that is annoying. Well, you know what? I actually have a macro for that. Hang on. Let me add that. Yeah, Bama, that's what I'm thinking, is to stick with what I have if I don't want to use cards and just shoot stuff. That's what I'm thinking. However, because I've already respect, I do want to try this. I just want to see what happens. Because I was really hopeful that when I did this build the other day, that it was going to be strong. It didn't end up being strong, but I want to try it again anyways. Try this and see if this helps. Okay. I mean, I'm seeing pretty good numbers here. 2 million, 2 mil, 3 mil, 4 mil, 5 mil. Yeah, see, with my other build, I was getting like 10 mil within 5, so like I put it on 5 seconds and I was getting over 10 million damage within the 5 seconds with my other build. The main reason is the reload. It's completely destroying the damage per second. However, check your gun damage when you have a max fortune stack. Well, I have max right now. I'm at 20. It's only 64%. It's at 64%. So it's already like less than what I was getting before. Oh, let me actually put this back on. This one. Yeah, they fixed it then? Okay. I mean, I have a hot slugger. I can just throw a hot slugger here and we can try that because I have one. See, like that's way less, but of course I'm not getting kills there, so it's not buffing the actual damage of the shot. But the amount of damage being done here is just like way less. Like I'm still not even at 1 million. Still, like I didn't even hit 1 million. There's 1 million, 1,000,005, 1,000,007, 2 million in the 2 seconds. And then the Hellwalker is 3. It looks like the max I'm getting it up to is about 4 or 5 million. But let me just go try this over here. Oh, I missed. Oh, this isn't gonna work. I need to actually go to a boss or like a Ripper drill site or something. Let me go back to where I was. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. I have no lifesteal, I don't think, in the build now, so I'm gonna get completely wrecked. It's impossible to work if you don't use cards and hot slugger. It's physics. Oh yeah. Well, that's because of the way the glitch works or whatever. But that doesn't mean that some of the damage that I'm getting just from the way I'm spec'd might not work well. It still might. It's not gonna be 600% for sure, but let's just see what happens. This is the fun part of the game, though. Really, is just this is what I always enjoy about these style of games, right? Like being able to build and respec and try different things, see what works, what doesn't, experiment, find the like busted skill that makes everything OP. Oh wait, I'm not... I don't know if I want to use the crack shot now because I'm not doing elemental damage. I guess I have a chance to because of Vigorish. But that's bonus elemental damage, so that's not gonna even proc. Alright, so I definitely don't want to use this because this is not gonna work. Guess I'll just try. Try this. Oops, wait, no, I had 4. Okay. Rubber man firmware. Also, 5, take the pot will fully heal you on every dice roll. You need health, Ludopath or Gamer. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. This is part of the experimentation. And I'm gonna get like just whatever the default dice are, because I don't have any augments. See, I'm gonna die so fast. I have no health.
You are not the only one who did.
Dude, that's the only thing with this thing. Just like, if you're not a dead-eye shot with this thing, man, it's easy to miss. God, why are there so many beepy dudes? Now, let's see. Has it gone up at all? I'm at 101%. Still not great, but I'm at 101%. Prime, you can share your build if you're in my Discord. I have a Borderlands Builds channel. Oh god. I'm so squishy right now. Yeah, this reload, man. Ugh. Oh my god, am I doing any damage? He's not doing anything. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably guess just keep working on what I was working on. I'm about to die. And there I died. And this is what I'm talking about though. It's like, if you're not spec'd into the red tree and you're trying to create a gun build, it's not gonna work. Like, it's just not gonna work. Glitches aside, if you're trying to spec into any tree besides the red for gun builds, this is what you're left with. This nonsense. And I got nothing. Oh my god, I'm so weak. I can't even take these dudes out. Look at this. 5-shot this guy. We'll make a vid of my YouTube Udonta sniper build and share it in the Discord. Yeah, it sounds good. You're just building it wrong? Adi, what do you mean I'm building? What's up, Twitch? What do you mean I'm building it wrong? I spec'd into the exact skills you told me to spec into. What I'm telling you is you can't create strong gun builds without the red tree. This proves it. This proves it. Head ringer. Pistol fire rate. Gun accuracy. Critical damage. Hang on, is that better than the one I have? Here. Avator. Let's see. Pistol fire rate, gun splash damage, gun magazine size. Ooh, I like that. Addy, you melt true UVH6 because you're relying on a glitch, right? That's where you're getting the plus 300% gun damage or whatever. If you're relying on a glitch, then I'm not surprised, but I'm just personally not interested in the glitch builds because once they patch the glitch, your build is pointless. Any more goodies? Yeah, true anti-up isn't meant to give what it does. They already said it's getting patched next big update. Okay. How can you say a build doesn't work when you're not respect into the main things that makes it work. Huh? Bama, if that was in response to what I said, the build doesn't work, it's because the build doesn't work if you're relying on a glitch. That's, to me, that's not a build, that's a glitch. When I say the build doesn't work, I mean the skills in the way that they are meant to be used doesn't work for a strong gun build, right? And I think you're confirming that because you say, yeah, true anti-up isn't meant to give what it does. Right, exactly. So if it's not meant to give what it actually gives, you're relying on a glitch, not a build. Like a build to me is outside of any glitch territory or bugs or anything like that. It's just true, you know, putting the skills and the gear to use in a way that they are meant to be used, not relying on bugs or glitches or anything else. But I mean, I also understand that what you're saying is like, I'm not seeing the damage that y'all are seeing because I'm not using the cards. I'm not using a hot slugger. Like the things that actually like that rely on the glitch or I guess that result in the glitch working in the way that it does. So like, I totally acknowledge that as well. But just the way that I like to play the game is not relying on glitches so that my build doesn't get nerfed when they fix it. Glow doesn't work like it's supposed to either. Yeah, and that's another one I don't use. From Gloam to Glow, that skill will allow you to kill any of the like vile enemies, ordinate enemies, even some of the bio the bio thresher, right? Like even Saul, Idolater Saul, you can shoot through their invincibility phase. You're not supposed to be able to do that. Like that is broken. But I don't rely on that skill either. Change my macro back. Yeah, that's totally okay. Cool. All right, so that was fun. But like I said many times, y'all, this is the part about the game that I enjoy the most. This is what thoroughly makes this game and any sort of like build crafting game like this fun. Is trying out different skills. So I'm always happy to try things out. If someone says, yo, you got to try this build, I'm happy to try it. I've got plenty of cash, 1.1 billion. I got plenty of cash I could respec for infinity. And I'm happy to try things out. And with this cash build I have here, like this one, it's a dupe of my Blaze of Fortune cash, which is like my favorite of all time. That I can just experiment with. So I'm happy to change things, use different gear, do whatever in this one. I'm happy to. Within reason. Don't want to get crazy. So let me actually go respec again. You can stack like 80 Gloam instances. Interesting. Yeah, that I wasn't even aware of. When's next Borderlands 2 stream? Probably this week. I won't be able to stream tomorrow. The stream tomorrow is scheduled for 6, but my daughter has a viola recital at like 6:30. So I won't be able to stream tomorrow, but probably Monday. I'll probably get back into Borderlands 2 on Monday. I was just really wanting to try this. These ideas that I had for this cash build. So just want to say I use a bully to kill a true VH6. A bully? Is that the pistol? Sounds like... I can't remember what that is, but I think it's a pistol, is it not? A pistol, I've been... yes, it is, okay. Y'all, have y'all used this Phantom Flame much? Y'all ever try this thing? It's not great, with the build that I've been running here where there's like more lifesteal and stuff, but with the Blaze of Fortune cash build, that is like the other variation of this that I forked off of that to start working on this. It actually works pretty well. It's not the greatest for bossing, but it will clear a Ripper drill site so well. It's basically just aimbot. As long as you're using the aim down sights, it locks onto enemies and you can just pull the trigger and you see the bullets just flying all over the place. It's insane. Get Ripper on it. Can it roll Ripper on Phantom Flame? I farmed this thing forever And I did not see one with Ripper. I also use a macro to fire these things. Oh, but I don't think it would make a difference with Ripper. Honestly, I think I would rather not have this one with Ripper. Oh, you're saying the bully with, are you talking about the bully with Ripper? Not the Phantom Flame? In that case, I guess it would make sense. But the Phantom Flame, I don't think you would want Ripper. I don't even know if it can roll with Ripper, but when you're zooming down sights and you lock onto a target, you just press fire once and it just continues firing. It empties the whole clip. And if you have War Wagon, it'll just keep firing and firing and firing and firing as long as there's enemies that it can find and lock onto. So that's a good one. All right, so let me go back and respec. If they nerf anti up and all we have is War Wagon, Cash just becomes a cheap Harlow, that's gonna suck. Yeah, and from what I'm hearing over on TikTok is folks are saying, like in the chat, they're telling me anti up is, they've already confirmed they're gonna fix it, they're gonna patch it in the next major update. But that's what I'm saying is, like, if you don't have War Wagon, your main purpose of your build is a gun damage build. So if you're not trying to do like an ordnance build or grenade build or action skill based build, and you're trying to do a gun build, you have to spec into the red tree. And that's basically what I've been saying is, like, if you don't have War Wagon, your DPS drops significantly, especially with these like low mag size, like the Hellwalker or the Hot Slugger, things like that, because you're having to reload a billion times. Cash might convert kinetic damage on Sparky Shield. Oh, interesting. Sparky Shield. What is that? Who drops that, D-Bell? I don't even know what that is. Sparky Shield? Let me see. We'll look it up real quick. Ripper shield, short circuit when damaged. It shocks up to 3 nearby enemies for 1 second. Every 0.3 seconds, the shock tether deals shock damage equal to 10% of the shield's capacity. The short circuit ability has a 3-second cooldown. Oh, Shadow Pelt. Interesting. So what you're saying, D-Bell, is it might convert the shock elemental damage that it's dealing. I don't know. It might. I would have to test it. All right. Just a dude switching to purple. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me respec here. Shadow Pill. Yeah. Yeah, I just looked it up. And so apparently it does like shock damage. All right, so let's try something. I'm gonna try another variation of what I was working on before. But like I said before, the very first thing I know I'm gonna do if I'm working on a gun build is get right down into War Wagon. Because if I don't have it, not good. How goes Borderlands 4? Taz, it goes well. I am trying a variation of this cash build that I've been running for a while that I've been super happy with. Absolutely loving it. But I'm trying something different here. Just to experiment. This is what I enjoy most about the game, is like the whole build craft thing and trying out different skills, trying to piece things together, make it strong, see what works, what doesn't. So I'm trying something different. Here I'm getting down into War Wagon so that I can fire continuously with things like the Hellwalker and not have to reload. Like that is just absolutely critical. So anytime I'm building doing a gun build with cash, like this is the very first points I have to invest. Finally got cash level 60. It's been a blast. Yeah, man. What skills are you running? Are you running the totems, the cards, the crossfire? What are you running? You see the news about the new raid boss, dual bosses? Sounds fun as hell. Yes, I did see the news. It does sound fun, and I did see that they started releasing a little bit of the details about like what we can expect with these bosses. And one of the things they said is once you eliminate one of them, it makes the other one, they will retreat to their lair or whatever, and then they'll become stronger. They'll gain more abilities and they become stronger. Like I guess they're gonna probably recover their health. They get stronger and more buffed, and then you have to take them on. So it's gonna be interesting for sure. I'm very curious to see what the arena is like. I am hoping it is not another stupid Bloom Reaper arena where you can fall to your death and you only have tiny little platforms. I'm hoping it's a bigger, just like space that there's less of a chance to fall to your death, and it's just an actual battle versus like just trying to avoid the platforms so that Bloom Reaper doesn't do his jump and then send you flying. It feels like a Vex Bleed build with the class mod. Cards set up right now. I feel like Gambit. Yeah. Oh, that's right. You were saying you like Gambit and you were wanting to use the cards. That's awesome. Feels like a Vex Bleed build. Very cool. Yeah, the surviving boss retreating and becoming empowered is cool. Yeah, for sure. It's going to be an interesting interaction and experience too. It's coming up soon. My family and I, we're actually going on vacation, like literally the day that it drops. So I won't be playing it for a couple of weeks. So y'all have to tell me what you think. I still need to do Bloom Reaper. Oh, okay. Well, get to it. Get to it. With my Blaze of Fortune cash build, I can platinum Bloom Reaper with just the Hellwalker on UVH6, not true mode, but UVH6 with just the Hellwalker. I can platinum him. It's awesome. All right, so the first points I know I gotta have are these to get down to War Wagon, and then I was investing, I think the majority into green because I need my specific totems. And let's see, I don't remember exactly how I was spec'd, but I think it was mainly action skill cooldown. I think it was like this. This. Got a couple there. Sure. Actually, that's pointless. One into that, it's not gonna do anything for that. I think I had a few here. This gives me a big crit bonus against jinxed enemies. These ones I'm not too sure actually. Let's go cooldown rate per jinxed enemy. That could be helpful. Or cash. Nope. I'm thinking about trying to save some of these points and oh geez, I only have 15. Gosh, it's no point. I was like, I'm thinking I may invest some in the blue here, but the other good ones are too low. I wouldn't be able to get to them. Don't want to try. I only have 7 points left. I was backed into this before for action skill cooldown rate, and then I had this. Whenever Cash shoots an enemy with a gun, fire a bone shard at all other jinxed enemies. When bone shards damage an enemy, they create bone splinters. Dealing kinetic damage, enemies damaged by bone splinters take increased damage from all sources. So I had, I think, like 5 here, and then I had the 1 here, but I'm thinking I might try going here for more fire rate and movement speed, and then seeing what the wilds does with this random bonus elemental damage. Oh, that's bonus elemental damage. I'm not sure if that's going to actually work well with this build. Loses a fortune stack. Next shot from the gun deals increased plus 75% when I lose a stack. I don't know what I do. Let's go. 2 here, 1 here. I have 4 left. Sure. Let's try it. Let's just see what happens. Uses Gloam. I love that Hellwalker. You're not wrong that though it does slap. Oh, dude, it slaps. It slaps so good. It's definitely my favorite weapon in the game. Uses Gloam. Addy, which uses Gloam? Which one? I totally forget where Gloam to Glow is. Which is that blue? I never use it, so I don't even remember where it is. Literally don't even remember where it is. Your class mod has it? Oh yeah, the class mod that I have it on the Wind Rider does, but the purple one that I typically use with when I spec into War Wagon and I use the Hellwalker, I have to use the crack shot. I'm gonna call that good. I have to use the crack shot here. So yeah, this one does have from Gloam to Glow on it, this Wind Rider. But the one that I'm gonna use is this one. And then I like high caliber to be able to shoot through enemies. So we're gonna go 3 high cal, 1 get out of jail free card for action skill cooldown, and 1 on Deadeye for accuracy. This is important with the Hellwalker because without it, this thing it shoots in a spread like this, and it's out of control. So this 30% really makes a difference. It kind of brings the pellet spread way down, so it shoots more accurately. So this is what I typically like to run, but I have to use this crack shot because it has points into Nothing Beats Lead, which converts non-elemental damage, which this Hellwalker shoots, right? It shoots incendiary elemental. It does incendiary elemental damage. So without this, War Wagon will not proc, and I will have to reload in between every shot. So whenever I'm using War Wagon and I'm firing elemental weapons like the Hellwalker, I have to use the crack shot, which is honestly my favorite class mod in the game right now, even more than any of the legendary ones, because of these skills. So this one, it gives me points into Lawless, so now I'm doing plus 63% kinetic damage. It's also giving my action skills, the totems, bonus kinetic damage, so they are going to help me proc War Wagon as well. So whenever Cash deals kinetic damage to an enemy, he gains a chance to refill ammo. So when my action skills deal this bonus kinetic damage, it has a chance to proc this. And then Nothing Beats Lead is going to take the elemental, non-bonus elemental damage, convert it into kinetic, and it's buffing it as well by 45%, so it's making it stronger, and that will then proc War Wagon. So it's the only way that it works. I made 1 with Twerg, Gyro, and Spread Launcher. Oh, sick. I got that Crossfire class mod that turns it into a fiery beam. Oh, dude, yeah, that is so fun. Felt like dropping was Gearbox. Yeah, dude, it is fun. I have a cash build, a Crossfire cash build that uses that. It is hella fun. What class mod again? Anthony, it is a crack shot. Let me show you. This is my all-time favorite class mod in the game for cash. If you're using a gun build and using War Wagon and using elemental weapons. It's this. I'm still on the hunt for a version of this, which gives me 5 into Nothing Beats Lead, which is the one I have 3 into here. But every single version of this that I have ever seen that has Nothing Beats Lead, it's only a 3. So I'm starting to wonder if maybe they capped the skills on Nothing Beats Lead on these purples to 3, even though the skill can go to 5. If it can roll a 5, I just haven't seen it yet in all the farming that I've done. But I'm keeping my eyes out. But this is by far my favorite class mod, even over any legendary class mod for cash when you're using an elemental based gun build. And you can see every single gun I'm using are elemental. So incendiary, cryo, and corrosive. That's a fire mod. Yeah, dude, it is. I'm telling you, find one because it is busted. All right, so let's see what kind of damage we're looking at now. Let me do the 5 seconds. I like to up it to 5 seconds just to kind of see how much damage I can do within a 5-second period. The 1 second is good for just single shots, but 5 seconds is more like if I'm shooting at a boss, what kind of damage am I doing in 5 seconds? Yeah, 7, 8,000 or 8 million. And look at all that bonus elemental damage. Look at all the dude. I'm seeing shock, corrosive, incendiary damage. Okay, this might actually be a really good build. This might actually be strong, yo. So, oh crap. I forgot. I usually always like to put 1 point into alchemy because when I deal elemental damage, there's a chance to gain a stack of fortune. I may have to go respec and put at least 1 point into this, but let's just see what happens without it. Let me see how quickly I'm gaining stacks without it. Well, I immediately went into windfall there, so I gained 1 and lost it. Look at that! Look at all of the elemental damage. That is crazy. Corrosive, shock, incendiary. There's corrosive. Dude, okay, this is cool. This is cool. I want to try this. So it can't... I have a crack shot with 5 and nothing... Oh, you do! Addy, awesome. Well, that's good to know. Thank you for confirming because I'm keeping my eyes out for 1. All right, let's go back to this same Ripper drill site and just kind of have some fun here. Let's see what happens. This feels like it could be cool. I'm liking all the additional bonus elemental damage. Anthony, yes, I did post my Blaze of Fortune cash build. It's not the exact build you're seeing here. This is a variation of it that I'm trying out. But yes, the build is on my YouTube. So if you go to YouTube and search Foxy ZXP, all one word, Foxy ZXP, again, all together, one word, no spaces or anything, you should be able to find my channel. And it's the most recent video that I've published, long form video. It's called Blaze of Fortune Cash. Yeah, definitely go check it out. Love the build. It's my favorite out of all the Vault Hunters I've used. Not even kidding.
The new record.
All right, I'm kind of excited with all this bonus elemental damage and stuff. I was not using that skill before, but I'm seeing a lot of bonus elemental damage. So let's see if this turns out to be anything good. Yeah, nice. Yeah, check it out. Give it a run. See what you think. I thoroughly enjoy it. Oh, that's a tree. All right, I'm kind of excited here. I'm very hopeful this is going to be another good variation. So I don't think I did the lifesteal on this one, so I may actually get completely wrecked here. Let me see. Did I do the lifesteal? I don't think I did. Oh, I did. Okay, so I do have lifesteal. All right, good. I have lifesteal here and here. It's not quite as much as I had, I think, last time. I think I had more into this Accursed Bones. But this is still some pretty good lifesteal, so I should still be quite tanky. Oh, wait. I forgot to select my augments. And I only have 2 augments this time, so that's a bummer. Oh, you know what? I didn't put a point here. That's all right. Oops. Nope. See, now I'm looking at the wrong thing. All right, let's just do Puff Totem. Gains increased windfall duration for every totem. And totem spawn cash me. Gains a Claremont. Okay, so that's a good one. For duration. Protector totems are great. Let's go that and this just for now. I'm gonna definitely have to respec because I want to potentially get 3 augments, and I'm thinking I'm gonna need this point in alchemy to gain those fortune stacks faster. But let's just roll with this and see what happens. Oh my god, if I can shoot him. Here he comes. I'm hearing the beeping. Seeing that I'm having a 2-shot some of these guys is not great. I feel like I was taking them out faster before, but let's just see what happens. Dude, back up, bro. Oh my god, there's just non-stop beeping. Okay, so I'm up to 120% gun damage. Not huge. Not huge. But it's something. Okay, that felt like it took way too long. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad at all. Fucking line up a shot, bro. Oh my god, really? There's 2 of them? Another one, of course. Why not? Keep them coming. I don't know. This feels pretty good. I'm feeling hella tanky, like standing right next to those bosses. They didn't take me out. Oh, you're right there. I didn't even see him. All right, let's see. What's it? 120%. So it seems like I'm going to go up to maybe 120%. So not huge, but it certainly felt strong. See what we got here. Still looking for Gadget Ahoy on a class mod for another build I'm working on. So I'm gonna just quickly look and see anything, any firmware anywhere. Amp Siphon, Sparky. Every shot will be amped and send out non-stop tasers. Fast fire rate. So how does that work that every shot is amped? Because doesn't amp drain the shield, and then when the shield drops, if you're still shooting, how does amp then apply? D-Bell. Well, I have overshield here too, and it's not. You can still see amp depleting part of the shield, so not every shot is amped. So like I have overshield too, but it's not buffing every shot, which is what I would expect to see this on the Sparky as well. Same thing, but I'd have to test to know for sure. But like if you watch when I have overshield, you can still see my shield depleting underneath the overshield. You see it underneath the overshield? It's hard to see, but I can see it depleting. Okay, yo, that was big damage. What? Okay, hold up. I must have a badass angry. No, I'm back up to 110 or 119. This is not huge gun damage buffs, but something feels strong. You have full overshield long time. Okay. I say that, and then I can't take out these guys. See what I'm saying about how tanky I am? I can just stand there. God, stop moving. I actually recently swapped out my crit knife for a fire pot sticky grenade. Didn't realize how strong it was. I'm hoping it's still viable after the sticky nerf. Yeah, dude, that's a great grenade. I think I have one. I may have gotten rid of it with this cache, but I know I have one. Oh, right there. Yeah, right there. Ancient fire pot. Hell, I'll just go ahead and use it. I've been using the crit knife with this, but I'm gonna use it. It'll be fun. Change things up. Got a clip, not the most clean kill, but bleed and the wild skill on cache are amazing, and no amp shield. Yeah, share the clip. I want to see it. Firepot is bugged. Oh, is it? How? How is it bugged? See, Chewy, where in the hell you get that shotgun? So this shotgun is the Hellwalker. It's this one here. You can get it from Meathead Riders. It's right here in the Terminus range, right at the very bottom. So looking at the whole map, Terminus range way down here in this big arena here. Meathead Riders. Farm them. You'll get it from them. It uses your gun card damage. Gun card damage? Oh, you can't upload on Discord. So Prime, just do this. This is what I do. If like, and I'll have to do. I have Prime on Discord, but I still have many videos that are too long to upload because they're more than like 500 megabytes or whatever the limit is. So I'll just post an unlisted video on YouTube and then share the link in the Discord. So you could do that. Yeah, Prime, exactly. Yeah, just share. Go into the Borderlands builds and share an unlisted video link, unless you want to make it public. It's your choice. But just share the YouTube link in there. I definitely want to check it out. It uses your gun card damage. Interesting. Have they acknowledged that? Some of this stuff. It's all piling up. Looking for firmware. Oh, I gotta jump into your Discord. I don't know why I haven't yet. Yeah, dude, hop in. We're always chatting about these games in there, sharing builds and stuff. Yeah, just type Discord and my bot will give you the link if you don't have it. And you know what? Let me actually see if the... Let me make sure the bot's working. There you go. You should have the link there. Cool, cool. All right, let's run this again. I'm feeling good about this. It doesn't feel quite as strong as the primary Blaze of Fortune cash build that I've been using, but it still feels pretty strong. God, that just came up right in my face. Oh, I just ran right into him. Come on. I ran right into this guy. That right there is why I like using high caliber, is so that right here, I can shoot through this guy and still hit the guy behind him because the bullets pierce enemies. And in these Ripper drill sites, they run at you in a line, so you can just shoot through all of them. Whoa! What the heck was that? Did you see that? This dude just went flying like Superman across the map. What the heck just happened? Something yeeted him. That was funny. Uh-oh. I hear that dude sniping me. Oh, you know what? I'm throwing like I've got, I'm throwing these grenades like I have, crit knives. I totally forgot I have the fire pot. I totally forgot. We'll run out of ammo. There it goes. Hang on, guys. Hang on. I need some ammo. Hang on. Chill. There you go. Not landing all those crits definitely makes a difference in the overall damage without the crit knife. Gotta go back. Oh, you know what? I'm also realizing that the one that I've been using gives me the action skill cooldown rate from get out of jail free card. All right, buddy, chill. Steven, no idea why I didn't. Looks like it is still strong. Yeah, Steven, I'm feeling like this is still strong. I'm actually pleasantly surprised at how well this is actually working. Like, I'm heavily... The only thing I have in red right now is War Wagon. No, I take that back. Because of my class mod, I do have Nothing Beats Lead, Pale Rider, and some extra points into Lawless. So I do have some extra from my class mod. But the only thing I've invested in are these to get down to War Wagon. So I have, what, 23 points here and then 36 into green. It seems to be working well. I like this. I haven't used the wilds a whole lot, but I like this additional random bonus elemental damage. Like, I'm seeing that proc actually quite a bit. And then this, whenever Cash loses a fortune stack, the next shot from his guns deal increased damage. The only time I know of that you lose a fortune stack is when you go into Windfall. And when I go into Windfall, it's buffing everything anyway, so having this additional 75% gun damage buff is actually pretty huge. Then it's up in Discord. Awesome. Yeah, I want to check it out. What's your best sniper gun called? Dante the Freak, thank you for following. Currently doing Bloom Reaper with a Honey Bunches of Oats. Honey Bunches of Oats. What is that? Mango, what's going on? What's your best sniper gun call? So the sniper that that's a tough one to answer. I like the Stray because it shoots 3 rounds per shot. One is directly in your sights where you're shooting. The other 2 home in on nearby enemies. So like while you can be, so like if you're shooting at a group, you can be sniping one and then the other bullets are going out hitting, they're like homing in on nearby enemies. So that's actually pretty powerful. But probably the one that's my favorite is like this boom slang, things like this, where you can has the dataless multi-loader, so you can load shotgun ammo, which greatly increases the damage just by switching to the shotgun ammo. And it also has the Torg license impact rounds that explode. So that one's great. But then it has the bullet pollinator too. So after reloading, the first critical hit ricochets a sticky projectile up to 3 nearby enemies. So both of these are great. Honey Bunches is a launcher and was a build used with Amon, I think. Oh, nice. I had a feeling it was probably going to be a heavy weapon ordnance because Scapolini has a really strong Amon ordnance build. And Dale, what's up, dude? How you doing? How you been? All right, let me check for firmware real quick. Oh, there was a gadget ahoy. Let me actually hang on to that just in case. I am almost full in the bank. 497 out of 500. I have so much stuff in there I just got to get rid of. They just make it such a pain to get rid of stuff in there though. Like I have to like extract it, pull it out into my inventory and then sell it, which is annoying. Alright. Wait, what is that? Firmware? Good, how are yourself? Was worried as you'd not been around for a week. Yeah, so I just had a crazy week, dude. It was a lot going on. So I streamed last Saturday and haven't streamed since. Sunday was Mother's Day, so I hung out with my wife, and then we went over to my mother-in-law's house. We saw her, and then my wife and I had our 19th wedding anniversary on Tuesday. There was, but then okay, so there was something going on Monday, and I can't recall what. I think my girl. There was something Monday. Maybe it was an appointment for the girls or something. Something came up, and I had to cancel the stream on Monday. And so I was like, well, I guess I could just stream on Tuesday. But then I remembered, nope, can't stream on Tuesday. My wife and I's 19th wedding anniversary was Tuesday. So if I wanted to see 20, streaming was not a good idea, right? Dante the Freak, thank you for following. And then Wednesday would have been the next stream, but then there was something that came up Wednesday and I couldn't stream then. So it's just kind of been a crazy week. It's near the end of the school. I think there was maybe a concert Wednesday or something. But it's ended near the end of the school year. So there's just been a lot of stuff going on at the school for the kids, you know, holiday, the anniversary. It's just a lot of things this week. Dante, what's max level? Max level, you mean like skill level? It's 60. That's what you're talking about. So like skill points. Yeah, level, you can get up to 60 now. And then you can get up to UVH level 6. UVH rank 6. UVH rank 7 is coming in the next big update. I see they buffed your fave nade. Yeah. It is actually a pretty decent now, but still likes to wander off from time to time. Yeah. Do you usually have an actual stream schedule? Yes, I do. Just oh, appreciate that. Artistic Chaos. Yeah, so I do have a schedule, and I see you're on the Purple app. It should be listed on the Purple app, but the schedule, and I have to actually check and see if I updated it there, but the current schedule right now is Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday, all at the same time at 6 p.m. Eastern time. But the caveat being, I am a father, and you know we have the whole family thing. You know a whole family. So, you know, and I work full time. So like, this is not my job. Obviously, this is just something I do for fun. And so, there's things that come up with the kids, you know, whether it's doctor's appointments or after school, orchestra concerts or singing events, or, during the spring and fall, the girls are in softball. And so there can be softball practices or games that come up. So like, I just put the schedule out as like, these are the days that I am planning to stream, but if something comes up and I have to cancel, that's where like I like y'all to be in the Discord, because I can share in the announcements channel. Hey y'all, sorry, something's come up. I'm not gonna be able to stream tonight. So I know those feels. Being a dad cuts into game time. Oh yeah, definitely, for sure. It's probably, it's there, I just never read it. Okay, yeah, word, all good, dude. Did they nerf the bod with the 200% thing? So they didn't directly nerf the bod. And I don't think this has actually gone into effect yet, but they are nerfing the stickies. So anything that shoots stickies will only do a maximum of 200% damage, regardless of how many stickies you may have stacked on the enemy. So like with the bod and other weapons, that especially ones that shoot really fast, or if they shoot like this one, this one here, the Anarchy, this one shoots 12 rounds. Every time you pull that trigger, it shoots 12 stickies. It doesn't have as high of a fire rate as the bod, but it shoots double. Actually, I think it's more than, I think the bod is 5 rounds, if I'm not mistaken. It's either 5 or 6. I'm thinking it's 5. I think it shoots 5 rounds each time you pull the trigger. Or every time it shoots 5 stickies. This one shoots 12. So it's like more than double. So it doesn't need as fast as of a fire rate. But I found this thing to be crazy strong. But it will only allow up to a max of 200% damage, regardless of how many stickies you have stacked. So if you have more stickies than would allow within that budget, it's just going to basically be doing like a rolling 200% damage continuously until it gets within the threshold of the 200%, and then it starts winding down from there. Whereas before, you could infinitely stack damage basically with these stickies. If you had like the bods, and you have the shiny war paint where it buffs your fire rate, and you have ridiculous fire rates, and you're just continuously, and you're using things like Bullet Buddy Deluxe with Rafa, where you can just shoot continuously for what it used to be 8 seconds, now it's 4 seconds. Even 4 seconds with a high fire rate is insane. You could stack thousands and thousands % damage that would just all start blowing up and just wreck everything in less than a second. So Gearbox is like, you know, that's not what we really intended with the stickies. So let's rein in the amount of damage that you can stack with the stickies and make it a max of 200%. Yeah, exactly. No more cumulative damage. It's just going to be a max of 200% that will continue to roll as long as you have more stickies than would fit within the 200% damage. So you will not be insta-killing any big, like Bloom Raper or Origo or whoever, you know, any big bosses with big damage by just loading them with stickies and then switching gun modes or reloading to have them all trigger and just like see all the health bars just disappear. Like that's not going to happen anymore. You'll see their health going down steadily because those stickies are going to do, you know, 200% damage continuously, but it's not going to be thousands of % damage within a second time frame. It will still wreck. Oh, it absolutely will still wreck. It'll still be super strong. Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. It needed to be nerfed because the amount of like damage you could stack with these stickies was essentially infinite. You could just keep shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting and have thousands of stickies on them. And if each sticky does 2%, 3%, 4% damage, like that is just, you're talking thousands, if not tens of thousands % damage, right? And it, you know, Gearbox is like, yeah, that's not really the amount of damage that we intended to have for these things. So I totally get it. Big dude. Woo! Oh, two big dudes. Get off me with your bomb, dude. Oh my god. Wasted. Where is he? Oh, he's here. I'm shooting. I'm shooting a dude's already dead. Yeah, I'm actually happy with this build, y'all. Like, I'm so hella tanky, I can literally just stand here and shoot these dudes, and they barely damage me. And I'm still doing big damage. Like, this has actually been working well. I can tell it's not quite the damage from the main Blaze of Fortune cash build, but it's still strong. So I like having all this extra lifesteal, man. It's good. I don't have to worry about getting knocked as much. Ooh, give me the iridium. All you need is a... Angry totems are bugged to stack. Oh, yeah. Angry totems can definitely stack to the max 999, and I've had it happen to where you have over 4,000% gun damage. Yeah, they are absolutely bugged. Plus, it was an unintended interaction, so not really a nerf. Yeah, exactly, Dal. That's true. Is it wasn't intended to be that way in the first place, so it's more correcting that unintended interaction. Prime, you were absolutely right. The Wilds is fun. It actually does proc quite a bit, and it is strong. I'm pleasantly surprised. I am digging. Well, the thing with the Timekeeper shield is 33.3% damage reduction. That's what. Oh yeah. So it's gonna give you damage reduction. So that'll kind of make you a little bit more tanky too, is having that damage reduction. What'd you go and do that for? God, that's some big damage. Get off me. God, I didn't get it to him in time. Instantly back to full health. Alright, where's the boss at? Gonna make me take out this last dude, right? Yep. You see what I'm talking about? Like how I can just literally stand here? Except for when I hear the beeping, I gotta take them out. That grenade will knock me. Missed both of them, really? Did you see Raid Boss 2? I did. Looks like an interesting fight, which I guarantee will get people whining as they do everything. Dale, you're so right, dude. There's gonna be so much complaining and whining. 100%. But yeah, no, I'm definitely excited for it. It seems like it's gonna be a really cool, interesting fight. Where, you know, they described how as you eliminate one, it actually empowers the one that's like, because there's two of them, right? So if you kill one, it then buffs and empowers the one that's remaining. And they said something like that whoever's left, whichever one is left, will retreat to their lair, and then they gain more powers. They become more powerful. So like that's a cool interaction. That seems like it'll be fun. Isn't the chuck bugged? Is it bugged? For on? Oh yes, it is. It is bugged. It will not drop a shiny from this location on if you're using the big encore. It can drop on non-weekly big encore. So like I'm not running the big encore because I already have the shiny chuck. I'm honestly here farming purples and firmware, so I don't even care about the big encore thing. It would be a waste of iridium because I'm not going to have a better chance of getting either firmware or a purple. So I'm just doing the non-big encore. But yeah, if y'all are farming the chuck shiny, the phosphine, don't do the big encore at this location. Do just the regular because it will not drop in the big encore. That was confirmed. Tenshi, thank you for following. Just killed Moxie Encore with Sparky shield shooting Burt's Bees into air. Into the air. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? Nope, that's not what I want. Oh, wait, what was that? Always looking for enhancements. What I pick up? COV, Ripper, no, don't want those. Any firmware, anywhere. Get rid of some of this stuff. Practice. So glad I got to catch your stream again. My cash build based off your original sleight of hand build when you were leveling to 60. Thank you. Oh yeah, you're welcome. Glad it's working out for you. Is that what you're running now? Is sleight of hand? Yes. Okay. Cool. I'm trying a totally like new concoction here. It's still totems, or I should say it's totems based on the Blaze of Fortune cash build that I posted on my YouTube. But trying a new variation of it here, which is it's been working well. I'm actually pleasantly surprised, and I'm like way more tanky now because I've got a ton of lifesteal in the build. So while it may not do quite as much gun damage, like the fact that I can just stand in front of these bosses and completely wreck them is just great. I enjoy as there are some issues with Borderlands. There are some issues with with Ordnite, yeah. Uh-oh. Get off me. At night it's so hard to see anything. But y'all see what I'm talking about? Like, I'm so tanky, man. I can just like stand here and they're not even hurting me. That's just kind of stupid. And then this guy's gonna run along with his bomb and knock me. There we go. Okay, let's put this thing to use. This Phantom Flame I was talking about earlier. This thing is straight up aimbot. I love it. See how the bullets, they home in on enemies when it says locked? This thing will clear a Ripper drill site. I actually need to run it again and just use this, see how it does. It's not quite as strong for like the bosses. So it will take longer than the Hellwalker to clear the boss, but it's still fun. Let's see. Anything cool? Firmware. Nope, not what I'm looking for. I like your current build. Yeah, no, this one is good, man. It's a lot of fun, and it's just really great just being able to not worry about being damaged. You know what I mean? Like I can just stand right in front of the bosses and just shoot them while they're shooting me, and they don't even damage me. Because as I'm damaging them, I have so much life steal. It's just continuously restoring my overshield, so I just don't take any damage. Okay, now let me swap out to the other Jacobs one that I have, because if I'm gonna run the pistol for this round, just to show you all this thing, because it's fun. This is the one that I use. It buffs the magazine size, status effect damage. Yeah, that's the one. Gives me a larger mag size, so it has a better chance to proc War Wagon. Or I should say a better chance to keep me shooting, because it restores a percentage of your mag. You see right there, like how I can just keep shooting? Look at that, how they home in. I mean, it's just straight up aimbot. If y'all aren't using a Phantom Flame in a Ripper drill site, you're missing out, I promise you. Look at this. Now I have a fire. Oh, I must have a protector totem, because now I'm shooting faster. You see what I'm talking about? How this thing just clears real sites? Alright, let's see how it does on the boss. It's not going to be as strong, but we'll see. Look at the fire rate. Good God. Good God. It's hard to control. Woo! Yo! Look at this thing. It's getting it done. It's cooking. I haven't had to reload at all. Look at this thing. Yes! Yes! Dude. It just shot forever. Oh, this thing is just nuts. Oh, it's so fun. Oh, it's so good. Oh, let's see. It will be interesting what they do to cash in a couple of weeks, though. Oh, Dale, man, I'm hoping they don't. I'm hoping they don't nerf it. I know there's gonna be a red tree nerf coming, because I have already found many times over that if I don't spec into the red tree, a gun build cache is just garbage. Unless you're relying on some sort of busted interaction or glitches, which some folks earlier were showing me in the blue tree with the sleight of hand and like the hot slugger. There's some, you know, like glitch that gives you crazy amounts of damage. But the red tree is just so strong. And it just makes me think, when is the red tree getting nerfed? And I really hope it doesn't. Old West out. Yeah. Is that roulette? No, this is not the roulette. This is the Phantom Flame. You can, if you're interested in getting one of these, you can farm this from Pongo Bongo. So I'll show you where that is. So if we zoom all the way out on the map, it's like right over here. So in Carcadia Burn, right here, Pongo Bongo. So teleport to makeshift Shalot and it's just straight over east. Pongo Bongo. It's fun. It is hella fun because you can see its legendary attribute is when you are aiming down sights. So it says midday is the attribute. Zooming in acquires lock-on targets over time, and firing while zoomed in shoots the entire magazine. So that's the reason you're able to shoot. I was able to shoot so fast with this thing is because all I'm doing is while the lock-on it's locked on to an enemy, you just press fire once, just one click, and then it empties the entire magazine. And when you have War Wagon in the red tree, this War Wagon, this replenishes ammo into the clip. So it actually never empties the clip as long as you have enemies to shoot. So I don't want to say never because this is the War Wagon is only a percentage chance that it will replenish your ammo into your mag. But as you just saw, it will shoot forever as long as you're landing those shots consecutively, and the bullets home in on enemies. So they should always land as long as the lock-on is targeted on an enemy. So you just click, 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 and it's just just firing forever. It's awesome. Yeah, Steven, I did check my black market. I have... Wait. Yes, yeah, that's sweet. This week. I did check it. I have 2 garbage grenades. I have the Destructo Disco and the Shaw Mockery. However you say that. It's the thing where like it says incessantly like homes in on a nearby enemy or on an enemy. It's the thing where you throw it and it goes bzz, bam, bzz, bam, bzz, bam, and it just keeps, you know, hitting an enemy over and over again. Both garbage grenades. I'll never use them. Is there a release date for the next Vault Hunter? Dexter, I don't know. Maybe somebody else can help me answer that. I'm not sure. Busy, you said, can I take a look at? Busy, if you're still there over on the TikTok, what did you want to look at? Let me know. Happy to show you. Tried the disco. I have tried the disco. The disco is good now? Oh, was that one of the ones they buffed this week with the grenade buffs? If it's good now, I might have to try it. Disco was buffed 200%. I actually have the notes up. Let me take a look. Was it really buffed 200%? Malawan Grenade Destructo Disco base damage has increased by 50% and increased damage from its unique ability Groove by 100%. So it sounds like it's about a 150% total damage. That's huge though. That's actually huge. It says the Jacob's Grenade spinning blade damage is increased by 200%. What is the spinning blade? Oh, that's the thing you have to catch the rebound? That's a huge buff, 200%. Jeez. Platinum Bloom Reaper with it? Really? With the Destructo Disco? That's funny. Let's see, I saw some firmware. What do we have? Airstrike. Let me know if you like the build I made. See you next stream. Yeah, Prime, thanks for sharing it, dude. I will definitely take a look and let you know. Steven, yeah, no, that's hilarious, dude. If you're actually platinuming Bloom Reaper with a Destructo Disco, that is hilarious. That's social media worthy, dude. That needs to be shared because that's ridiculous. That makes me want to do an ordnance cache build, or just any Vault Hunter, maybe even an Amon, since he's strong with ordnances. That makes me want to do an ordnance grenade build and just do the Destructo Disco and see if I can get the cooldown so fast you can just keep chucking the Destructo Discos. Just keep chucking them. Just chucking them and chucking them. And then buff the damage of them. Oh my god, that would be hilarious. Now you got me thinking about it. I might have to try that. Will this build be anywhere listed? Totally. In my Discord, I'll probably share the details of this build in my Discord and let some folks try it. If it continues to work out well, I may end up doing like a follow-up video on my YouTube, but I have more testing to do really. But if you want to jump into the into my Discord, I see you're on the purple app. Just type the word Discord if you don't have the link or if you're not in there already. Yeah, there's the link. I was just going to say, all you have to do is type the word Discord and my bot will give you the link, and it did. So there's the link. Jump in there, and there's a BL-Builds, Borderland Builds channel that we talk all about builds in there. I will share it in there. Lumacy, you asked, do I think this game is worth picking up for 40 bucks? So check this out. First of all, absolutely. If you're asking me personally, I love this game. I think it's a lot of fun. I love the whole, like, you know, loot grind and build crafting and all that stuff. So I think it's a lot of fun. But they're actually on Epic Games right now. They have the deluxe edition on sale for like 50% off or something. It's a pretty big sale. It was like $50, I think. So for only $10 more than like than what the base game was, you can get the deluxe edition right now. So if you're serious, this would be a good time to get it on Epic Games. Javin, I hope you're having a good night tonight. Just joined, just seeing what your build out is for cash. Yeah, Javin, I'm happy to share it. I'll pull it up on the screen here in just a second. You can check it out. Just join the Discord. Yeah, nice, awesome. Yeah, I'll share the build in there. And anybody else who's not in the Discord, I would recommend joining. TikTokers, I will share the link to my Discord in the chat. So if anybody's interested, you can jump in there. We're talking about builds in the games, different games, Borderlands, and all this stuff in there. And then we share screenshots of builds and videos of builds and all that stuff. So if you're interested, come join us. But yeah, I will pull up the skills on the screen here so y'all can see it once I get outside of here. But this is a variation of my Blaze of Fortune Cash build that I have up on my YouTube right now. And I'm actually really digging this because this one adds some lifesteal. It's still powerful, but because there's so much lifesteal, like I'm so tanky, I can stand right next to these 3 bosses as they're all attacking me and they don't harm me even at all. So it's kind of ridiculous. But here, I'll pull up the skills. Y'all can take a look. Do your screenshots. I don't have anything on the right side. So TikTokers or folks on mobile on the vertical view, you're not missing anything over here on the right. There's no skills there. So right here, it's just all down the middle and then over here. So that's the red tree. It was nuts. You were just standing in the middle. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. There's so much lifesteal. Radio Jammer, thank you for liking the live. Steven, yo, what's up? So that's the red tree. I have nothing in blue, and here's green. I do have points over here on the side for you mobile folks on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. So I have 5 out of 5 into Tormented. And I think that's the only ones you're not able to see. According to my preview, you can see this one. The one you can't see is this one over here, 5 out of 5 into Tormented, but you can see all the rest. Guess what my black market was last week? Steven, I think you told me, was it the bod? Did you have the bod in your black market last week? Can you put it over that when I can't see it? Javin, yeah, so the only thing that you're missing is this Tormented. That's the only one that you can't see because you're on mobile. But it's the top right on the bottom here on the green tree. So like if you screenshot this, it's just this 5 over here. Just like write it down. I can't move my screen over right now. I know on the mobile you can't see it. Javan, I will also say I am on the Purple app and on YT on full screen. So like if you want to be able to see the entire skill tree without anything cropped off, that is really the better platform to see the entire skill tree. So if you want to move over to one of those, I'm happy to put the skills back on the screen and you can screenshot the whole thing if that's an option for you. Yeah. And it's the same username. So FoxyZXP, FOXYZXP on the Purple app and YT. So if you want to go over there and let me back up. Okay, so we got some questions. Lumacy, you were asking, is the game repetitive? It depends on what you personally think of as repetitive. So I enjoyed all of the missions in it. They were fun. So I don't want to say all of them. Some of them were kind of bleh, but like the main story missions were good. They have new DLCs that they've dropped, which had some really great fun missions in it, some really great new bosses, some great new weapons and loot and stuff. What some people might think of as repetitive is farming. So if you are just someone who finds that monotonous and boring, there's still plenty that you can do in the game to kind of break out of that cycle of, continuously running one site or one boss trying to get an ideal roll of a certain piece of loot or gear that you're after, which is what I mean when I say farming. So for example, like right here, right? For example, so I'm at Foundry Freaks and I'm here farming some purples, specifically a class mod for cash, as well as some firmware. And so that's why I'm here, because these Ripper drill sites are really the ideal location for farming purples, because there's so many enemies and there's 3 bosses here and they all drop a bunch of purples. So this is a great place to farm purples. But if you find it monotonous or boring or repetitive to keep running this over and over and over again, if you look at your map, you see this here, this Rift Champion, these pop up all the time, and they actually just increased the number of these in their game. So a lot of times you'll see 2 of them or even more. And so I'll go over and do one, since this one's here, and just show you. This is just a way to like break up the repetitiveness and monotony. Whoops, wrong button. So you're like, okay, I've been running Foundry Freaks, I need to do something different for a minute. Well, you've got these Rift Champions you can go do, and it is a random boss that once you go into this bubble, you're gonna face a random boss. You don't know who it is until you get in it. And this is Gen 1. But you see how these bullets home in? Like, I don't even have to aim at them. And this pistol's not the best for, like bossing, as I was saying before. It does clear a Ripper drill site real fast. But, I'm just like, whatever. We'll just use it since I've already got it equipped. When Windfall is active, it does quite a bit more damage. Alright, there we go. So take this guy out, and he's gonna drop me a bunch of stuff. Nothing I want though. Y'all cover me! You hear him?
So much for my slow day.
Oh, and then yeah, so this is gonna be a spot where a bunch of Rippers are gonna come because this red chest is here. I'm not sure where are they all at. Oh, here, let me show you this one. So this is what I was talking about before. This thing shoots 12 stickies per shot, so you can see how quickly they stack. Like, you see that? It's just kind of ridiculous. So there's always something to do in here to break up the monotony. But I just personally enjoy like the Ripper drill sites and like these because this is so much more fun than just bossing the same, taking out the same boss over and over and over again. Because these dudes are going to come at you from every which way. Man, look at all the elemental damage. You see that? Just makes it more fun. Jacobs is definitely so super strong in Borderlands 4. Jacobs and Torg. Both of them. What gunshot is the stickies then? Yeah, so that is the Anarchy. It's this one. The Anarchy. You can get this from Origo. This one only has 1% on the stickies, but it shoots 12 of them per shot. It is incredibly strong, even with the 1%, because they stack so fast. Ideally, you would want something with like 2 or 3%. I'm not even sure if that rolls with the Anarchy, but when I saw this one, I was like, okay, this seems cool because it shoots 12 stickies per shot, and it has one of the higher fire rates that I've seen for this gun. So I have a cryo version, which has an even higher fire rate. So like again, this shoots 12 pellets per shot. It's kind of low on the damage side. This one is extra low because it's an elemental version instead of a kinetic version. The kinetic versions will have over 1,000 damage per shot times 12. So it's not like the strongest gun kinetic wise, but when you get the sticky versions, it's pretty crazy because it shoots 12 of them per shot, which is insane. Because like the bod, I have a bod. This one shoots 5 per shot. What the bod has working for it here is each one of these does 3% damage. So that compounds faster than this one's 1% damage. That's what makes the bod stickies so strong. And it also shoots faster. But this thing's still great. Anarchy shotgun. Yeah. Thank you. Also, once takedowns get added, I think there will be a lot more to replay. Oh, 100%. That's a great point as well. Once the takedowns come in, there'll be a lot more going on. This feels a little overwhelming for me sometimes. Oh, okay. Now, Nick, do you feel that it's overwhelming because it's the open world map? Like I could totally understand that. Whereas like the previous Borderlands games were not open world. It was like different sections of the world that you could like teleport to that were obviously smaller and more contained. I like a farm and something to work toward, but how is the RNG? I play Warframe too. Oh, Lumacy, you play Warframe? Hell yes, dude. I love Warframe. I play that as well. I haven't streamed it. Just because it seems like there's just more people into the Borderlands stuff, but I love Warframe. I love Warframe. In fact, I just got Uriel, I think was the frame I'm using. I just got Uriel. So cool. I love it. I played all Borderlands. I think this is a fine game to jump in and my favorite since 2. Yeah, Radio Jammer, I would agree. I think 4 is great. I personally enjoy the open world aspect. Just being able to cruise around and find things is so fun. Oh, and there's also the like I said before, the DLCs that they've added are both really great. Oh, and here's another thing that you can do. These airship events, these will pop up. There's different events around the map that pop up. So like there's always something to do to kind of, mix up things and change things up. There's another Rift champion I was telling y'all about. So like you could go do this Rift champion, then you could go do the airship event. There's an event that pops up here from time to time. I forget what it's called, but there's an event there that pops up. But then one of the DLCs, the newest DLC is the Whispering Glacier. So like this is a whole new area of the map in here that had all new missions. In here there are, in fact, let me go in here and I'll show y'all because these actually have some good loot that drop in the on Kairos, which is the main map, the default map I was showing you. Those have Rift champions that spawn like within the bubbles. In here, they're called Nightmare Rifts because the whole theme of this Whispering Glacier is kind of like nightmare, like evil horror themed. So they have these Nightmare Rifts that spawn in here. My map is locked again. Let's go out and come back in. And then they spawn over in this area. All you have to do is like drive this loop and they'll spawn over here. So I'm gonna teleport over here. And then I'll show you these Nightmare Rifts. These are pretty cool. Oh, you just leveled cash to 60 looking to farm some loot? Yeah. Yeah, get to it. All right, so we're just gonna drive in this loop. Let's make sure I'm going the right way. Yeah. There's just like a big loop you can do here. And if you check your map every few seconds, like maybe every 8 to 10 seconds or so, you'll see the Nightmare Rift pop up on your map. And then you can just head over there. And they have some really good loot. I think the difference in 4 is the enemies are on timers, so you can clear an area and then not see enemies in that area again for 20 minutes or so, even if— yes, that is true. That is totally valid. Feel like just a normal— oh, a Ripper scoot and shoot is nasty, yeah. Its attribute where it spawns the ghost guns makes it so strong because it stacks stickies so fast. And even like the non-sticky version can be strong because, again, it's like, you know, potentially up to what, like 9 of you shooting at an enemy all at once. So the scoot and shoot is great. I've got a few good versions of it. All right, that should be long enough. Let me see if— yep, right there it is. So that's what they look like in here, Nightmare Rift Boss. So then I'm literally going to drive right at it. Right there it is. So then we can go into here. I'm going to crouch or something. Fine. You want— come get some, fool.
Do you have a bad ass anywhere?
Kind of low on ammo. Be all right in here though. So then you're gonna go in here, and again, it's all like horror themed. So this is what it looks like when you bounce in. And then look at this big thing up here. Again, horror themed, right? Everything's all horror. Oh, dude, you get wrecked, buddy. Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, look at the damage. Oh my goodness, you're so done. Yo, I had 2 badass angry totems. I'm at 208% damage. No wonder. You see like the different animals and things in here? Look at them. They're just all like hoary, you know, like supposed to look evil and stuff. An Ichor. That's not as good as the one I already have. The one I already have has 4,500 by 4. Sell it. Ooh, what do we get? There's a gamer. Whenever Cash critically hits an enemy with a gun, bleed that enemy. Whenever Cash kills an enemy with bleed with a critically hit, he gains a 7% chance to spawn a chaos totem. Fire rate and ordnance cooldown rate. I'll probably never use it. It's not fair. I got a 15k Ripper regular one that is ridiculous. Oh, really? 15,000 is nuts, dude. Not fair. There's a low DPS one. Ricky Lee, thank you for following. Scap, what were you talking about? The low DPS one? Were you talking about the Ichor that I was just looking at, or were you talking about something else? For Ichor. Yeah. That's what I thought. That one definitely did lift low. Last words. Thank you for following. Yeah, another boss in here. So if y'all are interested in the scoot and shoot that we're talking about, shoots like a shotgun. Yeah, it does. It shoots like 4 rounds, and it does. I think 2 of them are incendiary and 2 are corrosive, something like that. I have one I've been trying to use with an ordnance cache. I've been finding the Heimdall, if that's how you say it, the Heimdall. I think it's what it is. It's just so fun. It shoots those like heads that home in on enemies and shoot laser vision on them. Does like radiation damage. Those things are nuts. I am too powerful. Get some. Get some. Oh, another one? Okay. Just shoot. But yeah, this boss over here is where you can get the scoot and shoot. And apparently, he also drops a pearl called the Crazed Earl or Crazy Earl. I literally have farmed this dude a billion times, and I have yet to see one drop myself. I feel like everybody on the planet's gotten one, but me. Maybe y'all will be my good luck tonight. Maybe we'll get one now.
What you want?
What you want? Oh, wait. I totally forgot I changed my enhancement. I was wondering why I was shooting so slow. That's the one I want. It buffs my shotgun damage fire rate by 38%. There's a scoot and shoot right there. 13% stick. Yeah, I've already got a million of those. You got yours within 5 runs? You can't tell me that. I think I've run this. I must have run this dude at least 200 times now, and I have yet to see one. You don't have Earl's Pearl yet, and I farmed him probably the same amount of times as you. Yeah, Taz, dude, I swear I must have run him at least 200 times by now, and I still don't have one. And then some people pull it after 5 runs. It's not fair. I'm just gonna run it a couple times, see what happens. More than once. That's insane.
What you want? Do not mind me.
I've got one in 30s, 40s, and 60. Nice. I don't have any. Not one. Pearl's supposed to drop with better rolls on them. Heimdall is the GOAT for every situation except Bloom Reaper. Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, the Heimdall has just been great. Like, ever since I got one of those, and I remember you were using one, and I was like, oh, here's the Heimdall. You know, I got one, and it seemed like a pretty good roll. I started using it, and I was like, this thing is busted. This thing is just busted. And Scap, did you know? I didn't actually know this. I discovered this by accident. That, War Wagon procs with your heavy weapon ordnances. So you can literally shoot your heavy weapon ordnance, or like the Heimdall, forever. Forever. Did you know that? I'm sure you probably did. Or you're using your Amon, right? Like, you haven't done a cache ordnance build? Oh yeah, I did that before. Yeah. Dude, I actually discovered it by accident. And because I didn't even think that War Wagon would proc with heavy ordnance, and it does. And in fact, let me just switch over to that one right now, and I'm going to show y'all. It's not very powerful. I'm still working on it, but it's just more of a fun thing just to kind of experiment with. I'm gonna break it out once, and I'll show y'all, because like the Heimdall heads that float around, when they damage an enemy, it's being converted into kinetic damage, which then procs War Wagon, and it gives me rounds back, so I can literally fire heads forever. It's fun. Let's see, ordnance cache. Here we go. But my Amon does the same with ordnance. Oh, does it? I had a feeling it probably did. I've just never tried an ordnance Amon build. I love it with Harlow too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try these different ordnances. Like, I've never been a heavy gun ordnance person, ever, but I'm gonna have to try it. Okay, so here I've got the Heimdall, right? And so the way I'm spec'd, what's happening is in the red tree here. So right here, I invested 5 out of 5 into this so that ordinances and gear deal bonus kinetic damage, which then when the heads that I shoot from the Heimdall attack an enemy, it's doing bonus kinetic damage, which then that kinetic damage is proccing War Wagon to give me charges back. So again, this is not the strongest build in the world, so please don't expect to see big damage here, but it's just showing that like it procs and it does work. So like watch my charges. I'm at 2, now I'm back to 3. I'm at 2, now I'm back to 3. 2, back to 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. So like I can just keep shooting them as long as they're attacking enemies. So as long as I got someone to shoot, they just keep coming. Oh, the boss is already out. So this should take a while. I'm probably gonna die. But you can see, like, I can just shoot forever. Oh man, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. So it's not big damage. At least not yet. It's just hilarious. The heads all shooting blood. Look at them all. Look at them all. There's like 10 of them. Look at them. They just cleared it out. It's great. Nathan, thank you for following. Yeah, Victor, I'm working my way through Borderlands 2 right now, and I'll be playing it again this week. First time playthrough, I've never played it before. Michael, yes, this is an Ordnance cache build. It's not super strong yet. It's still something in the very early stages that I'm working on. But it's fun. It's a fun build to play around with. I can shoot infinitely with any ordnance because of the way that War Wagon is proccing with the bonus kinetic damage that I have in this as well. Get a Spretazura for boss. Nice. Is that a purple or is that a legendary, Steven? Yeah, Amon is fun. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. Amon is really kind of like the Vault Hunter for doing this with, but I was like, you know, let me just see what I can make happen with Cash. With a heavy weapon ordnance build, just for fun. So that's the Heimdall. The other one I was using is the Ichor. I don't know, like this one's 27. Scap, is this a decent Ichor? Like I said, this one's 4,637 by 4, which is on the higher side on like the damage. As far as the DPS, it's almost 28,000 DPS. Is this on the higher side? Is this a better one? That's max DPS? Oh wow, okay. Well then it is a good one. I definitely don't think it's as good as the Heimdall. Like I've used it and I'll use it again here. But I feel like the Heimdall just does way more damage. Those heads do so much damage. Well, let's give that Ichor a run and see. But you can see every time I land in these shots, I get charges back. I'm just like always at 8. Well, I say that, but not miss 7. So it's a percentage. It doesn't always proc, but there's a good chance it will. Oh, what the heck was that? I don't even know what just happened. Did I get hit by a grenade? Oh, you know what? I shot myself. That's what it was. Splash. I totally forgot. I totally forgot these have splash. I mean, this thing is strong, but see, when they get close to me, I can't shoot them because then I'm gonna knock myself. Still not big damage. Like, I'm doing barely any damage at all. I'm gonna die. Ah, splash again. See, like, I got a lot of work to do if I'm ever gonna actually, like, make this build strong. Because it's doing just little bits of damage, like little tiny slivers of damage. Like, you can see the tiniest little slivers. Barely doing anything. Don't get too close, don't get too close. But being able to shoot forever is cool. Oh god, this takes forever. Finally! Oh, well, that took forever. The Guardian Angel, yeah, you can see it. The shield replenishing big time. Whoa. Those dudes are pissed. Yeah, Guardian Angel definitely working overtime. So, like I said, this is not a strong build. It's still in the very early stages. Trying to piece something together. So looking for some different firmware, different things to try. I'll probably respec another 20 times before I'm like, okay, I think things are working okay. It's never going to be an Amon. He's not really meant to be. I think Amon is always going to be known as the like ordnance vault hunter. Why does the new expansion have such bad reviews? Tyler, I don't know. I thought it was great. I thought the missions were fun. The boss fights were great, and the loot from the Whispering Glacier is incredible. Some of the best guns, shield, class mods in the game. Like, they're great. I love it. I thought it was great. There are a lot of, like, meh. You know, there's a lot of meh, I guess is the best way I can describe it, gear in there. But there's some really good stuff in there, too. I'll tell you one thing that really bummed me out is not the Whispering Glacier, but the Stone Demon. Not the Stone Demon like the DLC. Like, I enjoyed the Stone Demon DLC, but in the DLC you have a boss called Vortex who drops what everyone knows is like a goated gun, OP gun, the roulette. But the other gun that he drops, I was so hopeful that I could use to be, you know, something powerful. The doe shotgun. I was so hopeful that I could turn that into something great, and I just never could. And I think the biggest reason is because it was only like a two pellet shotgun. So there's not much you can do with 2 pellets when you've got guns like the Hellwalker that shoot 10 pellets that each do almost 4,000 damage. Like, come on. But I was looking at some of the rolls on this and I was like, man, this is great. And it rolls with Ripper. So it shoots like really, really fast. And I was like, this thing's gotta be good. It's gotta be good. And then I found one that had a crit bonus of 170 or something percent. Something ridiculously high crit bonus. And I was like, yes, this is gonna be so good. This is gonna be so good. And it just wasn't. I was bummed. Tyler, you thought it was good too? Dude, I loved it, man. I thought it was great. I like it too. It was fun, but I honestly don't like farming there. Yeah, no, Scap, I agree with that as well. The going there and farming is not fun. Especially when you have to farm like where I just was. Crazy Earl. Crazed Earl, whatever his name is. How there's no rift to go back to the start. You have to run that long loop back up and around. Like, that is so infuriating. I can't tell you how much it drives me nuts. Ripper SMG ammo, still terrible. Oh man, I have a god roll dough shot and it's the worst thing ever. Yeah, dude, exactly. Scap, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I was like, I was so hopeful for that thing, man. I was so hopeful looking at like the crit bonuses on it, the Ripper mag, and then like looking at some of the damage that it does. And I was so hopeful. I'm losing my voice. And you know, yeah, SMG, like the works, right? Like the max roll of everything. And I farmed it and farmed it and farmed it. And finally I got a good roll I was looking for. And I was like, all right, this is it. This is the one. And I tried to build around it. And I went and tried to do some bossing with it. And it took like 30 minutes just to take out any boss. And I was like, what is happening? No. And I just chalked it up to, it's a shotgun that shoots 2 pellets, basically. There's nothing you can do with just 2 pellets. Like, you just can't. Like, it's terrible. It's awful. And I was so bummed. But like, then you've got the Hellwalker that has 10 pellets that each do 3,870 damage. I mean, and then you've got a 58% crit bonus with the looming Hellwalker. Like, come on. Come on. Yeah, the DPS on it needs to be a lot higher to complete. Yeah, exactly. You should try an Elemental Queen's Rest with Ripper Jacobs. I have done the Queen's Rest before. That one is actually really good. I need to go farm one with Ripper and Jacobs, though. I do. Are Vile Bounties still the best XP farm, or is there something else I could farm? I'm trying to get my Rafa to max level. First of all, welcome. Second, I would say don't just focus on Vile Bounties. I would say there are 3 well-known methods of leveling up. The first one would be going around to all your different safe houses, like teleporting into a safe house. And whether you have Vile Bounties or not, if you have regular bounties that are not Vile, do those as well, because they do offer some decent XP. It's not as much as a Vile, but there are decent XP. So here all I have is a Vile. So I would take this one and I would do this one, and then I would go and I would jump over to, you know, whatever my next closest one, safe house is. So we'll jump over here, and if I have vials here, I'll grab those. But if I have regular bounties here as well, I will absolutely do those, because it is quicker than just doing Vile Bounties. It adds another way to add some decent XP. And so like right here, right there, I would do that bounty right here, and I would take this one and I would do this regular bounty. Ignore patrol, ignore collect. They're garbage. Don't worry about those. Just do any bounty that you see. Just keep going around your safe houses and do every bounty, Vile or not. That's method number 1. The second method that I know of that works really well is Dominion bounties. So in here, because this is such a tight, you know, compact circle, and there's a lot of enemies along the path here that you can shoot, and a lot of badasses that spawn as well that offer XP, going in here. And what you'll do is you'll just go into any one of these safe houses, grab any bounty that's in here. Again, they don't have to be Vile. I'm not even sure if you can get Vile ones in here. I think they're all regular bounties. But regardless, just grab any bounty, work those, and then just make your way over to the next safe house, grab any bounty, and just keep doing the circle. from this safe house to this safe house to this safe house. By the time you get back here, you should have some new stuff on your board. If you don't, quit out, come back in, do the same thing. Just keep running the circle. There are people that swear that this is faster than doing vile bounties. Just run Dominion and do every bounty that you see on your safe houses in the circle and just keep running it. That's method number 2. Method number 3 is Ripper drill sites, like Foundry Freaks, like Meathead Riders, like Ripper Roadbirds, this one. So those ones, they all have multiple bosses that spawn. Each of those bosses offer big decent XP, and then throughout the whole process, you have badasses that will spawn continuously that offer XP. So because of the buffs that they gave with badasses and bosses in a recent update, running Ripper drill sites is actually a decent way to level up now, especially if you're in a group, because you can burn through, like if you're in a squad. So if you have another person with you or even 4 people, you can just cook through the drill site and just keep running it wicked fast, and you level up so quick. So all 3 of those methods work well. All right, y'all, it is 9. I'm actually overtime. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up, go hang out with the fam for a little bit. I hope y'all had some fun tonight, and I will see you, like I said, tomorrow. I will not be able to stream. My daughter has a viola recital, which I'm excited to check out, and I will be back Monday. I don't think we have anything going on Monday, so as of right now, I'm planning on streaming on Monday, 6 p.m. So hopefully we'll see y'all there. Taz, later. Y'all have a great night, have a good evening, and have a good Sunday. We'll see you Monday, 6 p.m. Later, everybody.